Good evening and welcome to the mouth of the Severn River, where the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night race is about to begin. Race committee setting up, everyone milling around. Tonight will be the second start for the J105s, the J70s and 80s, the Etchells, the Vboats, and the Herreshoffs 12.5s. They haven't had a race in about 6 weeks, so we have about 100, maybe 150 competitors and spectators eager for this next start. J105s are up next with a slightly boat end favored battle going on between Tenacious, Chessie, Syndicate, and Crescendo. John Slaubaugh's first time out this year on Firebrand, looking very over the line. That was an individual recall. And Inigo. OCS, they're a competitive boat. They were in second so far. About 10 seconds left for the J80s and the J70s. Crowding it up at the pin, left shift here. So far in the lead, we have Anthony Flake Snowstorm and Ray and Jen Wolf, who lent out their boat to Greg Gindel and Terry Hutchinson last week, leading the J70s. And an OCS call.
As well as 220 and 788. And 405.
Phoenix, more cowbell, and some respect, all OCS. Vboats are up next. VX1 and Vipers start together. Paul Murphy down at the pin. Timing it just right. He used to sail perf in this little VX1. All by himself, but this year he got to be. Oh, we have a boat going back that wasn't over. Oh, they said everyone but the orange hull. 10 seconds to go, and one of the Etchells down at the pin is too early. That is Andrew and James Reed Boxing Day. Gonna have to do a spin here. Everyone else pushing the line. There must be some current pushing everyone over. Crooked Monkey leading that charge.
Actually, I've always liked the way the Etchells look going through the water.
They have such a nice long water line, so when they get to chop, it just doesn't really affect them. Beautiful.
It's a really cool boat.
New on this crew, second to the front, Nikki Bruno. She's just moving to town, an Etchells veteran, so it made sense to hop on one for a Wednesday night, get to know the town.
They use bottom paint, Ashley? If they did, they'd use Pettit.
Yeah. Catching up with the J105s, heading out to their Upwind mark out in the bay. And Doghouse, Arthur Libby and Thomas Carter are leaders so far in the series, trailing Mirage, another familiar face, Cedric Lewis and Frederick Salverson.
And Ashley, that's a familiar view from Mirage, eh?
Looking back at the fleet, yes, it is. They got a nice loose cover going over Doghouse, keeping themselves between them and the next mark.
Wonder if he uses Pettit.
Maybe.
Probably.
It is a patience game going out to this long mark. Tenacious sitting in third place, Carl and Scott Gitchell. Bruce, I'm counting about 20 spectator boats out here ready for this windward mark.
Yeah, the drama's on, Ashley.
They want to see these kites go up. An outgoing tide and a very long port has Mirage doing a full 360 to get around G. Attack, a set, a jibe.
I'm dizzy.
Ooh, that's brave in light air like this.
Well, what choice do you get? Oh my, Ashley. I think this breeze is not cooperating.
Well, when you turn the rudder that much, you pretty much stop.
Handbrake off, please.
Tenacious is back in the game. They made up ground big time on Doghouse. And they had a nice entry, so they have a little bit less of a turn to make it around G.
Actually, the drama continues at the top mark.
Yes, the middle of the pack is a lot more condensed in the 105 fleet. One halyard down, the blue kite. Get that thing back up. They need it with behind that starboard wall of Upwind boats.
That ain't no big deal in this kind of breeze.
That,
What?
right, that kind of breeze, you can get away with that. J70s have made up quite a distance on the 105s. They are up at their top mark too, with Johnny Thunder, Brian Wood leading the way. .303 Velvet Hammer is Kristen Robinson, and she's got her best friend's daughter aboard, Lizzie Scales. They are still working on getting the name of the boat on there, but they also have Doug Stryker aboard, the owner-driver of Project Mayhem, a J30, for whom it's an off week for Wednesday night racing.
Right, you can do 2 Wednesday nights on 2 different boats.
Right.
I like it.
That's Rob Sampson trimming that kite, trying to get it around through the jibe. Big pressure filling in from behind for Crescendo. Popped that kite, actually having trouble holding it. Did anyone see that coming? We literally just went from about 5 knots to 15 knots. Luckily for the Etchells, they still have a long course to enjoy the ride. Setting off quite awake, Rob Maier's Puffinator, who started sailing Hobie Caps as his first boat back in the 1970s and quickly became the U.S. Olympic team's meteorologist in 76, 80, 84, and 88. He's owned a lot of boats, but he's loving the Puffinator, which his son named after the Terminator. Flying downwind, the Viper, Evil Hiss with Jeff Ewenson aboard, crushing the J70 fleet, who they started 5 minutes after. glad someone turned that faucet on. This show is going to be a lot more exciting now, guys.
Wow, too bad about the first part.
It sure condensed the J105 fleet quite a bit, but Mirage was able to hold on to their lead to cross the line in first. Oh, the Ewansons are having a hard time holding this.
It's a little bit too much breeze, eh?
Oh. Well, nothing better than a true test in all weather conditions. I'm glad that this half of the fleet got their second race in tonight. Oh, incredible. Thank you, Bruce Nairn, for joining me from behind the camera, our producer for the evening. Thank you to the Boatyard Bar and Grill Film Boat, the Annapolis Yacht Club. For T2B TV, I'm Ashley Love. We'll see you next week.